Can YouTube be a good passive income source for people over 40? It's a good question, and I want to address it because when you look at YouTube and other social media platforms, it can be a little bit intimidating for somebody like me who is, at this point of recording, nearly 50. And the platforms are not full of 50-year-olds. They're full of the younger, more attractive type that a lot of marketing companies tend to like. So it's hard to see yourself sometimes, at least I found it hard to see myself, kind of fitting in with what the platform seems to expect. But there's a fellow I began watching a while ago named Kevin Kolbe, and I'll show you his channel here. Kevin's got a video that right now is the trailer on his channel, so when you land on his channel page, it'll be the one that autoplays right at the top. But it's about his story of starting a YouTube channel over 40, and I found it really relatable. He mentioned that he was 63 years old at the time of recording that video, and he had started the channel back in 2017. So it's late 2024 now as I'm recording this. So he would have been, what is that, 56 years old? Yeah, 56 when he started in 2017. So I started this channel around that time as well. I just didn't do anything with it, and I wish I would have now, having seen Kevin's example. But Kevin kept going and built up his channel, and his story is that he was a television executive, and I got my start in broadcast many, many years ago too, so there was some relatability there. But like so many people in traditional media, his job disappeared, and YouTube has become his new way of generating income, and he's actually doing fairly well with it. As you can see, he's got 55,000 subscribers now, which is a really good-sized channel, and he makes some money doing a number of different things. You'll check in his descriptions of his videos. He's got some different links to things where you can buy stuff. And so he's got a pretty good business model set up, which is one that you and I can both duplicate, quite honestly. It's not something that Kevin has a monopoly on, or anybody else for that matter. It's actually quite a common business model on YouTube. I'll drop a link to Kevin's channel in the description below this video so you can get to it easily and go check it out and see for yourself if it's inspiring to you. For me, it's just good to know that if somebody like Kevin can do this, I can do this, and so can you. Now, you might be wondering why starting a YouTube channel for passive income is a better idea than some of the other options out there that people over 40 tend to explore. Let's have a look at that. One of the big reasons is it's fairly easy just to talk to people about the things that we have experienced. People come to YouTube to learn stuff primarily, and when you're a little bit older, you've had enough life experience to have learned a lot of things. We've done the cooking, we've done the gardening, we've read the books, we've done the traveling in many cases. All of those experiences are things that other people are looking to learn about. So it makes perfect sense for an older adult to share some of that learning. Of course, you could build a side hustle or even a full-time business around doing the cooking or doing the gardening or whatever the hobby happens to be, but that kind of defeats the purpose of finding a passive income stream. It is much more labor intensive to do those things than it is to teach them on YouTube. And creating a video and uploading a video about those things that serve an audience, well, once you do that, the video lives forever unless you take it down or unless something really changes with YouTube at some point in the future. So you do the work once and it can continue to generate passive income for you for a long, long time. YouTube is also incredibly flexible. So if you are still working, you haven't retired yet, or you haven't been downsized or right-sized, well, you can make a YouTube video whenever you have a spare few minutes, in an evening or on a weekend. You get to choose when you make videos best. And that's something to keep in mind, is when do you perform at your best, and try to make videos at those specific times. For me, I'm a morning person, but today it didn't work for me in the morning. So it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon as I'm recording this, and I think it's turning out okay. We'll see. Personal branding is also another huge benefit of creating a YouTube channel for passive income purposes. If you're going to generate that passive income, you have to be known for something, and your personal brand is essentially what that is. It's developing how you want to be known. So, for example, for me on this channel, I want to be known as a fellow who helps people who are a little bit older succeed in the online space. And I'm working at that with each new video I create on the platform. So there will eventually be this body of work that hopefully helps me develop that personal brand in that niche. You can do the same thing. And you don't have to worry about other people doing the same kinds of things as you. Just like me being inspired by Kevin Kolbe, well, I'm not going to compete with him because he's way ahead of the game compared to me, and he's just a different guy than me. And so there are going to be some people that go watch Kevin, and there are going to be some people that come to watch me, and there's probably going to be some people who watch both of us and maybe some other people in the same niche. There is so much room on YouTube for you to have a channel because the internet is huge. So don't let other people doing what you like to do stop you from getting started. How do you get started? Well, it's pretty simple. You do these three things. You choose a niche, which is deciding what topic or topics you want to cover on your channel. And then you build content around those topics. And you can do it with something as simple as the phone that you probably carry around in your pocket. It doesn't have to be a bunch of fancy equipment like you can see in my background here. The phone quality is so good these days. The audio maybe could use a little bit of a boost. If you're going to invest in something, maybe invest in a microphone. But the phone cameras have just gotten better and better over the years, and they will be adequate to get you started for sure. Make sure you've got a bit of decent lighting. I've got one overhead light here above my computer, but if I didn't have a light, I've got this window right here, and I would just face the window and hold my camera up like this, where I've got the light with the blinds slightly more open, of course, shining towards me so the camera lens can pick up my image really nicely and clearly. And then talk about the topics you've chosen. Use storytelling formats and write a script if you have to, but this video is not scripted, and unscripted videos can do very, very well. If you really want to give your video a good fighting chance, especially with newer channels, do a bit of keyword research and see what people are searching for on YouTube in those areas that you've decided to cover. And then make sure you plug some keywords into your title and description for the video when you publish. What do you do after you publish? You work on building your audience, and you do that through engagement. If somebody comments on one of your videos, make sure you reply. Reply to every comment. Your audience will love you for that, and you're going to get more subscribers that way. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, this is great, but how do I actually make the money? How do I generate that passive income with my YouTube channel? Well, there are a number of ways, as I kind of alluded to with what Kevin Kolbe is doing. One of them is with the YouTube Partner Program. That's when you get 1,000 subscribers to your channel and 4,000 hours of watch time within a 1-year period on your channel. Then you qualify for the Partner Program, where you can get a share of the ad revenue from the ads that YouTube runs on your videos. You can do fairly well with that, but it's not the way that most of the big YouTubers say they make their money. They tend to make the bulk of their money through things like brand partnerships and sponsorships. When you grow a bigger audience, you can attract those things because companies will want a piece of your audience. They'll want to put their products and services in front of that audience that you have built, and you can earn a fee for that. You can also make a lot of money with your own digital products and merchandise. So, for example, you could create an online course, and in your videos, you can promote that online course with a link in the description of the video. If your video gets a lot of traffic and the product you're selling in the description is relevant to that audience, you're likely to make some sales. And if you don't want to make your own products and services to sell through your videos, you can sell other people's products and services if they have an affiliate program. You promote their products and services, and when somebody makes a purchase through your affiliate link, then you earn a commission on that sale. The Amazon Associates program is a very popular one, but there are also sites like ClickBank and Digistore24 just as options for you to explore. How long does it take to start earning some of that passive income on YouTube? Well, there are people who have had videos blow up and go viral, and all of a sudden they're qualified for the YouTube Partner Program, and they're getting enough traffic to sell some other things too. But those are anomalies. So if your videos don't do that, don't get too discouraged. Just be patient and be consistent and keep creating videos, because like any business, you have to put a lot in up front before you can start getting some return on that investment. But it does happen, trust me. And remember, this is one of the few business models where you don't have to invest a whole pile of cash up front, so the return on investment might take a little while to start showing up, but you haven't invested really anything except some of your time to learn the platform and start creating the videos. The most important thing is to start and to keep going. And if you get feeling a little bit down, look for some inspiration from others in your niche on YouTube and watch some of the videos that they're creating. Hey, if you found this video encouraging and inspiring, and I hope you did, well, check out some of my other videos on the channel. I'll see you in the next one.